Pick them every week before the market opens. Start your weeks off in the blues. You know how we do. Here we go. We're looking at GU. We're looking at GBPUSD. We're going to start you off right here on the daily chart. We already have some lines drawn up just so you know where we stand. We have a bullish market forming. We have our channel that's been going bullish since September of last year. We have our zones marked every 1,000 with our mid zones marked in between. All right, let's get into the market breakdown, show you a little bit more of what we're looking at. I did say we have a bullish market forming. However, we do have some bearish action that's been coming into the market since late February. So that's what I'm looking for. My bias has turned to sell. The reason why my bias is turned to sell on GU is because, as you can see, it broke below on the daily chart. Dailies are good confirmations of the direction that we're going to be headed in. For the first time since September of last year, we've wicked, but we have not broken below. It tried to last week, but it was not able to do so. So now we are going to be looking for sells. In my personal opinion, I'm no financial advisor. Please take these trades at your own risk. However, with that being said, we're looking at the daily chart. As you can see here, we have some bearish action, like I said, since February 25th of last year. We can draw a couple lines on the chart just so you can see a little bit more of how sharp this downtrend is. It's been respecting these wicks right here. So with that being said, we have a double top right here as well. It came back, it barely touched 40,000, and then it has reversed. It has also in the same breath respected that high, the previous high, and made a lower high. Lower highs, lower lows, that's what we're looking at. We have a lower low here. This is going to be a lower low if it closes below 38,000. But with that being said, now we scroll into the 4-hour chart, get a little bit deeper into what we're looking at, a little bit more of a market analysis, help us better pick what we're looking at for our Sunday night pick'em. We always wait for the snipe here at Sunday night pick'em. Please do not let that go over your head. But with that being said, we have our double tops, like I said, right here and right here. We have our pennant that's been forming, a bullish pennant off a bearish pennant, off a bearish move. It has been forming, and we have broken out of that pennant to the downside with 4 bearish candles, a nice wick that would need to be filled, and then a nice body as well, all coming down to a major support at 38,000. This is on the 4-hour chart. Our 4-hour charts are also good indicators of the direction the market should be headed in. Again, we are reacting to the market. We are not predicting the market. We are just using everything in our arsenal to react to the best of our abilities. And with that being said, we're going to scroll into the 2-hour. As you can see on the 2-hour, we have, again, 6 straight hours of bearish candles, and then we have a reversal and a touch of a resistance and which looks like it's going to be reversing. So with that being said, as you can see, what it retested off of is also the major support to September of last year. As you can see previously, right, because we like to look at previous market action to predict future market action. You can see that it came below this resistance and then immediately broke back above. Strong bearish action. It has not done that this time. It broke below, it came back up, it retested it, and now it can potentially be looking to the downside. I am biased to the downside right now on GU. And we scroll into the hour, you can see an even clearer picture of what I just said. We have bearish action, we have a break of a support, a retest, making it a break of support, make a retest, making it a new support, right, or a resistance, and then coming back down to 38,000 is what it's potentially looking at. So with that being said, I again like to wait for the snipe on GU. I always wait for the pullback. So early in the week, I do think we have some bias towards the buy. I think we may get a bullish candle starting out the week. It's going to come back. It's going to test this line. It's going to come back down a little bit lower, not go below those wicks. Come back up. It's going to touch 39,000, slightly above, I believe. I don't think it's going to get above 39,100. And then we're going to sell to the moon. That is what I think we're going to be looking at on GU. I think I'm going to draw my box right in here. And now this is how it's going to help me determine which way the market's going. And if you ask why did I draw the box so big, it's because, again, we are reacting to the market. We're just using the best of our abilities to predict it. So with that being said, if it were to go above this box, what does our ABC formula tell us? That the last time it broke 39,500, it got to 40,000. So the reason why I have the box right here is because if it so happened to get bullish back into the box and it kept going bullish, of course I would wait for bearish action before I got in on a sell. But if it kept going bullish through the box, now we're looking back up to 40,000, and if it gets back up to 40,000, at this point we're probably headed back up to 41, 42. But with that being said, again, I'm biased with the sell, so I think it's going to come back into this box. I think we're going to get a bunch of bearish action once it gets back into this box. It's going to have retested this resistance one more time, and then we're going to be falling out of the sky, falling from the moon, but the bank is going to the moon. So that's what we're looking at right here this week on GU. Sell, sell, sell. If you like this video or if you found it helpful, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button, leave a comment, hit me on Instagram with any questions you may have, and most importantly, make sure you keep on watching. We got GA coming up next, and this week it's looking real lovely.
Welcome to Sunday Night Pick'em Forex Edition. This is your boy Jay Moore, here to help y'all make more money. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to get free analysis to start your week in the blues, you can find us here every week. Let's go. We're going to get right into it. And I got GA here for y'all this week. I'm on the weekly time frame right now. I'm going to get my zones and my direction right on the higher time frame. Last week we finished bearish, big wicks, so it really didn't have much direction. But I do believe, based on these trend lines I got drawn up here, that we are going to get a breakout soon. The range is starting to get smaller and smaller. I got a support zone here, and I have a resistance zone here. And now we're just going to go in on the smaller time frames and see what we can find here. So on the daily, let's make it a little bigger. They're still respecting these weekly support and resistance zones. We've had the last couple of days have been, again, small bearish bodies with big wicks to both sides. So it doesn't have a very decisive way it wants to go, but that doesn't mean we can't make money every day inside these markets. So we're gonna go down to the next time frame. Let's go to the 4 hour here. And this is where I like to at least make my decisions for the day on how I'm gonna take my trades. So the last 4 hour candle finished bullish, and the previous 4 hour candle finished bearish with wicks to both sides. So we're gonna have to be a little patient here, and these two blue zones I have are support and resistance on the 4 hour time frame. So what we're gonna want to see is the next 4 hour candle to either break this high, and then we'll probably be wanting to fill this wick, and this ruler tool over here will show you the range. It's always important to measure your ranges to see if it's worth taking the trade. And this range to this wick is about 21 pips, 22 pips. So it's an okay range. I think the sells are going to give you bigger ranges this week, because even if you waited for this 4 hour candle to come back and break this low and break this support, this wick alone is bigger than that to the top side. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I think the sells are going to be better ranges for us this week until we get down in this range, down into the 78,300, 78,500 range. That's kind of like my buy area. So if it drops down into here, I'll be looking for buys back to the top of this channel. And we'll go down into the next time frame here on the 1 hour. On Friday, I didn't take any trades. I don't really trade too much on Friday, but there was a nice move that formed the head and shoulders here. Right here's shoulder, head, shoulder, and inside here, if you went on a small time frame, you could have seen a nice supply zone that dropped for, I think this was over 100 pips too, to be honest. You caught the wick too. We went to the zone. The zone was 92 pips. So there was definitely money to be made on that Friday, but I just didn't, I wasn't looking on my charts too much. This week though, and now I'm down on the 15 minute, we had a big bullish engulfing candle. It looks like it kind of just broke out this consolidation box here. Let's see, break the structure. Boom. Kind of just broke out. We're going to be patient to wait to see if it kind of pushes up a little more, gives us a retest. And if it gives us a retest, you could, like I said, the buys are going against this big trend right here. So the buys, if that's what shows up on Monday, it's going to be short-lived. It's going to be a probably quick trade just to attack these wicks here. But you don't want to get caught on the wrong spot and get a fake out and it drops back inside this consolidation box. So you got to be careful when you're looking at the smaller time frames for confirmation. But I do believe that the sells below this box to fill these wicks and to continue down into this weekly zone that we had and the channel is a higher probability and a better overall trend of the market. Even it's still trading below the 50 moving average on most time frames. So that's kind of, I believe the downtrend is getting a little stronger against the pound, and that's kind of where my bias is coming from. And now what I'll do is I'll pull up my picks and I'll kind of just, show you what I think is coming this week. Go back to the weekly because I think I had it on there. Let me get rid of this black box. So my first note was wait for a trend to form, because right now we were consolidating. If we go back in there to I'll show you after on the 1 hour time frame, where we're kind of consolidating, going up and down, not making any highs or lows, and it's right around the psychological zone of 179 flat. So you got to wait to see if it wants to, like I was talking about, if it wants to break down or if it wants to break up. Now my bias again was sells. I'm looking for sells below 1.78900 with confirmation and volatility. So try to take your trades around times when you know that there's going to be volatility in the market, which is why I kind of try to trade in the morning between 6:30 and 8:39 when New York's about to open, and you can catch nice moves in there. And that's my pick 'em for this week. This is To The Moon Trading. This is your boy Jay Moore. Please take all trades at your own risk. We are not financial advisors. This is an informational channel. If you like the content, hit that like and subscribe button. It's free, just like our analysis. Catch y'all next week.